Okay,
We're recording.
I think I hit it. Ah, hello. Welcome, everybody. Bienvenue. All that good stuff. Willkommen. That's how it should have started. I love musicals. Can't remember the words. Welcome to the Side-by-Side show. Oh, she's over there, right? She's over there.
The Adventures of Liz and Rebecca.
I forgot to put a cowl on, but at least I'm wearing a hand knit sweater. I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber in Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion at Sun Dragon Art and Fiber in Brevard, North Carolina, telecommuting to work.
Yay! Oh, we're hoping one of these days she'll actually be able to work here in the shop again. We'll figure that out. We're still figuring so much crap out. My language can get a lot worse, but I'm hoping on this it will not get worse than crap and poop. Anyway, that's been life lately, right? So, ooh, the clock I can see from here says 9:15, Liz. Just so you know, so we can keep track of our.
Okay.
Welcome. It's Thursday. It's raining horribly outside. So if I'm a little bit dimmer here, we don't have all the natural light coming this way to like.
I always forget how I set my lights up, so I'm hoping that, you know.
No, this is pretty, what I see is pretty good. You don't have the fancy lights that I have at home when I'm filming my thing. I have these big, huge, square, like billions of LEDs inside, and I put filters on them, and the magic of YouTube, right? And filming and whatever. I'm envious of all the people I see on the news who like, they look beautifully lit in their homes. And I know that like CBS has sent them home with like 6 million lights. So like the big canopy ones with the, no one's got that. No little people like us have that.
And if they do, we've spent lots of money for them, and yeah it's not. It's not us.
Right. Well, I'm dabbling with getting a new computer, and I'm talking in front of my old computer. I love you, old computer. You've been so good to me. But I'm dabbling with getting a new computer if I can swing it. And then maybe I'll have HD quality, which could be a little scary on my face. Maybe I want to keep hiding what's happening right now. It's raining outside, but I have still put out the box for the mask extender challenge outside the door. It's weighted down.
For those that have not read your email, Rebecca, please explain more.
I did send out another email last night with the patterns included, not just links to the Facebook things, because it was a hot mess. Geraldine and I cannot figure out how to make her posts visible to everybody. Like, everyone was having issues. So I sent the patterns out again in an email. If you are not signed up for my emails, my newsletter, you can do so on my website, but I've already sent this out. I have copied it to Facebook. So again, which causes issues for those of you who don't have Facebook, but go to Facebook and you can open up the newsletter there. The mask extender challenge, I wish I could show you what they look like. I'm going to air diagram them because, oh my gosh, it has been a crazy week. I have not even had time to sit down and make a mask extender. The idea of these is they're these little things like this. They're like this big. Little strips that you can knit or crochet. They have buttons on either end. And they can go on the back of someone's head, especially healthcare workers. And when they put their masks on with the elastic, that's like, if they have to wear the elastic like all day, it slices into the back of their ears. But if they hook that elastic on the buttons, like, you know, if I hook them on the pigtails, if they're in the right spot, in theory, that keeps the mask in the right spot, but not cutting into their ears. So, Geraldine Dinkins, shout out to Geraldine, coordinated with me over the weekend to do an extender like a challenge of knitters and crocheters. Let's see how many you can make in a day. Use up some of your stash. Machine washable yarn is preferable, but use up whatever you got, right? And see how many you can make. And if you're local, put them in a little sandwich baggie, Ziploc baggie, whatever you need, and leave them outside in the box. And I will be checking the box tomorrow morning when I come in, probably when I get back from the post office around 9 a.m. to see what's in there, how many. What we're asking people do is on the baggie, Ziploc, whatever. First of all, we want them in a container so that we know they're yours. We want them, and then they're protected from the rain, which we have an overhang here to kind of protect the box, but you never know with the wind. It's crazy. Your name and how many extenders are inside should be either on the bag, Sharpie it on, or put it on a piece of paper inside the bag, but please make it visible, like not folded up so we have to open the bag and look. We just want to be able to pick it up and go, ooh, Shelly made 3, or ooh, Carol made 16, or you know. The winner or group of winners that get the highest will have bragging rights and a shout out on the show, and really be helping a good cause, because local hospital has asked for at least 60 of these. I know other hospitals, I'm assuming Geraldine will find somewhere to send the others if there's excess, like other people in the area who need it or further. And those of you who are watching from far away, see if you can do it in your community too. See if someone might want them or need them. Could be healthcare workers, hospital workers, could be if they're wearing masks at your local grocery store or somewhere. I'm sure you could use them. I'm sure there's people who could use them. And they're like 2 or 3 rows of knit and crochet. For locals, if you don't have the right buttons, I think she's looking for buttons that are between a 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Geraldine, I will try to put her email in the comments if I remember. Geraldine is coordinating drop-off donations and pickups for buttons, I think at her house. I don't know where her house is. I'm not going to broadcast that on YouTube anyway. So I mean, it's a way to help, to use up your stash, to do something, you know, and it might be a little stress relieving too, knowing you're helping.
Yep.
That's my super long spiel. It's Liz's. Yep. Oh, and I had a knitter. Go ahead. Sorry.
Nothing.
I had a knitter who pointed out something. Made a really good point. She said, "Hey, I work during the week. I have to work from home right now, and not everyone can even work from home. But I have to work on Thursday. So, like, she's like, I'm feeling left out. I want to do this, but I have to work all day. So we're gonna do a 24-hour challenge, round 2, on Sunday. So if you can participate today, awesome. I'll be checking Friday morning to see what's there. And if you're working all week, but you want to do this, you want to be like, hey, let's see how many I can make in a 24-hour period. We'll do it again on Sunday. And I'll check the box before we broadcast on Tuesday. So we can have, you know, we'll give shout outs on Tuesday. We'll have fun with this on Tuesday. I think it'll be great. So please help out. Oh, by the way, if you're like, I want to make them, but I don't want the pressure of I got to do it today or I got to do it Sunday, but I still want to help and I want to make them, I'll leave that box out there and you can drop them off, or you can coordinate with me saying I'm going to be dropping them off, and I'll make sure there's a way you can get them to us, because they're going to be needed for a while and everything helps. So, you know.
Yep.
There's my COVID-19 spiel for the day. I mean, I'm sure we're always thinking about it, but doesn't mean we have to talk about it all the time. So
yeah.
You know. Anyway, so that was there's 2 things that went out in my email last night, and the other reason I have been super busy and haven't made a mask extender yet myself is CasaPinka. We gotta talk about CasaPinka. So I'm sure we're gonna have 2 groups of people watching right now. We're going to have the people who are like, yes, CasaPinka, woo, and have already bought stuff from me last night. And then we're gonna have people watching who are like, huh? Who's that? That's a foreign language. What are you talking about? So, Liz, why don't you, because I've been talking for like 5 minutes. Why don't you tell people about CasaPinka?
CasaPinka, every year for local yarn store day, which is this weekend, theoretically. Does a free pattern on her Ravelry store that she gives out codes for through the local yarn shops. If you buy yarn for that pattern at your local yarn shop, she'll make sure there's a code to get her pattern for free. And this year it's Breathe and
Hope.
Breathe and Hope is her new one, and it's a 2-skein fingering weight project. Ooh.
This is not going to show up well because it's screen to screen. But if you look up on Ravelry, Breathe and Hope, and I will put the link in the comments, you can see the picture. We do not have these pretty colors, by the way. But keep going.
Anyway, so it's a
minion talk.
It's a 2-skein pattern, and we've put together we FaceTimed together some kits yesterday, and quite a few of them have already sold, and we'll be coordinating on putting some together today to replace those on the website. Yes, ma'am.
Notice there's some empty holes behind me. We were making kits. And if you could see the other side of the table, fingering weight yarn everywhere. Like we scrambled yesterday. I had come back from the post office. We were video conferencing and I was laying down things, but I had to get home for lunch and my stepson, and we got like a dozen ideas down, right? And I spent the rest of the day figuring out what they would cost and getting them on one site so I could put them on the other site so they could be for sale on the 24-hour site so I could get your newsletter out. Woo.
Yeah.
People bought stuff overnight. So some of the colors we came up with, which we were like, well, this is cool. I don't know if anyone's going to like it, but we like it. They're gone already. They're gone. Oh. But like we'll said, we're going to make more today.
Yeah, we're going to coordinate today on making more. So yay.
Liz might have said this while I was distracted. It takes 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn. Her sample is a variegated kind of speckly and a solid, and we've done hand dyes with tonals or with solids. She also, I noticed last night, because we scrambled and we're like throwing stuff together because I wasn't planning on being in the shop all day yesterday. I noticed last night that she's like 2 solids or 2 tonals could also work, and we got that left. So
it's pretty much 2 skeins of anything.
Anything fingering weight is what it's written for. It doesn't mean you're limited to fingering weight. Shout out to Carol. I think she's going to do the sport DK weight of the Kancha that we talked about yesterday, which I still have to get up on the shop because, oh my gosh, I've been trying to do way too much in a 24-hour period.
I tell you, the whole stay-at-home pandemic thing has not worked out the way I envisioned it. Like, sleep in, get knitting done, maybe cleaning my sewing room. For some reason, yeah.
Yeah, and you're even telecommuting. And so people would think because I'm not letting you into the shop that you would be getting stuff done at home. No. Gosh.
No,
and I'm only here 2 days a week. And so, again, most people might be thinking, well, you're getting a lot of rest. That's great. No.
It took all afternoon getting everything put in the system that,
Yep. Luckily, my point of sale system is such that I can access it from anywhere, like from my house and from here and, and the e-commerce site, because I'm doing so much from home right now too. And then there's lessons scheduled. And then, which again, I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that people are knitting and wanting to do all this stuff. And that's amazing. But dude.
It's just not how
getting stuck and not going many places. Yeah, it's not working out the way we thought it would. Oh man. Anyway, so
get knitting done, they said. It'll be fine, they said. Yeah, no.
But no, it's our mission. It really is our mission to make sure that you all are getting what you need to survive this.
Yeah.
And the connection we have with you guys on Facebook and YouTube and the knit nights, that's what's keeping me going. I don't want to speak for my minion, but
oh no, it's keeping me going too.
Okay, so one last thing I wanted to say about CasaPinka. And I would even like here, I can reach. I know we've sold at least one of these yummies. Like I can't even show you all the things here online because there's not enough time. And I don't even know what's left. There might be another one of these left. This is Yarn Baby and Fiber Spates, but I know at least one of these is sold and we only probably had 2. We're really kind of scrambling in some ways because I don't have a lot of hand dyes. I don't have a lot of, because the pandemic hit. And if you look at the Daydream Dye Works behind me, there's not a lot of spring colors, which is what would be wonderful for the shawl. We're going to see if we can find some tonal springs or some solid springs for you. But not everyone likes spring colors, so we've had some people.
I have some idea. It just depends on if the yarn is left in the shop. Like, you know, everybody's been like, I need yarn. So
people have been buying yarn, and then I haven't been able to replace it yet, either because the warehouses are slowed down or shut down, or I'm trying to get the cash flow to make sure I can replace. And in normal times, it's hard to figure out what's going to sell and what to replace. And now it's like twice as wacky. Wonky. Wonky's my favorite word.
Wonky.
When I'm teaching wonky. Wonky stitches. So be patient with us, and we'll do what we can. Here's the thing. I was looking at CasaPinka's email before getting on air here, and I think the codes don't start working, the free codes, because you bought yarn with us or any local yarn store. Please support your local yarn stores if you don't like our color combos. The codes start working tomorrow. They won't work today. I've started emailing them out, but they won't work until tomorrow to get your free pattern. And if I read her email right, they only work this weekend. So here's the deal. I'm open today to fill orders. I might I might have to swing some hours tomorrow too. But what I'm doing, again, since I get all this remotely, and I have access to it, if you buy a kit online sometime this weekend, one of the new kits we start putting together and putting out there, I am monitoring my email like diligently. And if you buy something this weekend, don't fear that, oh, I can't buy it because she won't be in the shop until Tuesday and the code won't work anymore. I will give you a code. I will email you a code as soon as you buy yarn through us, which will have to be on the website starting Saturday.
This afternoon.
Yeah, there's a chance I'll be in Friday, but please don't count on it. Please don't count on it. Go to my online shop, which will be in the comments. Buy something there, and I will send you a code. I'll get you the code over email so that you can get your pattern, your free pattern that you've earned. Let's all work in this together. Woo! So, okay, I think that's enough about that. It's enough business for today. But this is the last time we're filming before this happens, so we wanted to make sure you've heard it. You've hopefully gotten emails, you know, you've seen social media. We're trying to catch everybody every which way we can, because so Tuesday's knit night, Amy D was wearing last year's, the Magical Thinking was last year's pattern. And someone who doesn't know about CasaPinka yet, Shia, was like, ooh, what's that? So if you liked Magical Thinking, if you've seen people wearing CasaPinka stuff, she's got a lot of great patterns. Try this one out. It's only 2 skeins of yarn. Most of our kits, I gotta say, if they have a hand dye in them, they're averaging somewhere right around $50.
We could probably coordinate some kits that are a little less today.
Yeah. We're going to try to get some other ones out there. The least expensive ones we have on our site right now are about $40. We'll see if we can get some Cascade Heritage solids together. 2 solids of that would only be about $20, $25. However, I'm running out of Cascade Heritage. I'm hoping to restock in the next week or two, but that won't help you getting this pattern free. It could help you if down the road you're like, hey, that's cool, I want to make it. You will have to pay for the pattern. We'll still hook you up. Anyway, this is fun this weekend, so if you can't try it. So, hey, we still haven't gotten around. We've been going for almost 20 minutes, and we still haven't gotten around to how are our ongoing projects going? Like I said, I'm not wearing a cowl today to show off. CasaPinka, I guess, is the new one we're trying to show off, even though we don't have it yet. Which means, Liz, I'm gonna have to make one. I don't sigh. See that look? I see that look. I don't sigh to say, oh my gosh, I don't want to make a CasaPinka. I want to. I have to find time.
She's had it in her list for a while.
Maybe I will make one out of whatever is left in the shop once this weekend is over. It may not be a color combo I wanted to make because y'all have bought it, but I would much rather that my pretty yarns find a happy home than I bogart them. I will let my assistant bogart them, but I won't. So, but I am wearing my lovely cable sweater. I forget the name of this, but I'll go back and look it up. This is one of my ancient sweaters that I made from a book top down. I think you still can find it maybe on Ravelry. It's got cables and lace, and it's got a circular cable up the back and down the sleeves. It's fun.
It's so cool.
I made it out of really cheap yarn, but it's held up. It's probably 10 years old. So that's what I'm wearing right now instead of a fun shawl. I'm finding I've gotten kind of addicted to shawls covering up my neck. Not that I don't like my neck, but I feel like when my neck's, it's like kind of like not wearing my rings. I feel naked.
Rings, wrist rulers, maker's keeper, yeah. We've gotten so used to wearing our gadgety and woolies and,
Yep.
It's good.
So, this is a bag of things I was going to bring home so I could work on my white squirrel with my niece and nephew again this weekend. Need to make sure that's at home if we're going to do another lesson. What's in this bag I'm looking in right now is my white squirrel and my soldat knot, which I have not touched, and there won't be time today to test out the length and see what people think. Yeah, honestly, I haven't made much progress since the last time we all filmed because life has been insane.
Tuesday night, we raced across we were racing across what row the 9. We were both
the end of 9, like the contrast color on 9. Mm-hmm.
So
it was an unfair fight, but that's okay.
Whatever.
I was distractified. Anyway, go ahead.
It was great fun. Anyway.
I almost caught up.
Almost. We raced across, and then I decided to stay up later, and at least, oops, let me get that. Is that too bright on there?
No, you've only got like a bright light on half of it. I think it's fine. Either way.
Anyway, so there's my pop of color. It's the peach baleen, in between the white rose at the end of 10 for the moth adaptations, and then I threw in another hand dyed. So
that is Daydream Dye Works. That I'm hoping to get more Daydream Dye Works in. Emerald, if you're watching, I'll be in touch. Hers is DK weight instead of fingering.
Yep.
And fingering is more what the CasaPinka thing calls for, and that's what I have like almost nothing left of right there. But it's so pretty. It's so pretty, and Emerald does wonderful work.
Yeah. So I'm getting ready to change the color in that, but I am still desperately trying to get Mary's shawl out on Monday.
That's what you've been knitting on as we have been talking.
That's
right?
what I've been knitting on. I am trying. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No time to sit and do anything because, sit and knit, they said. So I am just a few rows or a few back and forth short of finishing row 26, which, as everybody knows, row 26 I mean, it's not bad. It's just long.
It gets long. And yeah.
It's, by the time I finish the 2 contrasty rows at the end of row 26, I'll have 425 stitches on my needles. And it just takes forever to get back and forth across it. And, you know, when you don't have time to sit in it, it takes forever.
So,
You've got work then.
I got a little bit because it's smaller, right? It's like you with you've gotten further than me on your smaller one. But, I'm just finishing section 1, which, you know, the way it sits on the needles, it's really hard to see the bottom of it. But I'm doing the moth variant of the Papillon as well. But I'm not doing the top color that would go in the middle there. I'm just gonna make the eyelet holes that aren't in the main one. I'm just testing out what the moth stitch variations are.
So I had ideas about that. Instead of doing your pop color, just do your main color, to where you do one in your gray, the eyelet holes in your regular color, and then your gray. It'll still give it that pop. I mean, it'll look cool either way. I've done it, you know, both ways. But yeah. And I had even more, like, so I was thinking Tuesday on my
Liz has ideas. What?
I have ideas. You know, my negative moth that I'm doing the solid color as the main color and the speckle as the contrast.
Oh yeah, the one you have to undo half of it sometimes because you forget.
Only
or your
once.
brain goes, no. Yeah.
Anyway, what I was thinking about doing with that one is flipping it for section 2, just section 2, to where it's negative up on the very top, and then in section 2 it's flipped, and then in section 3 it goes back to a negative.
The only question is, do you have enough yarn for that?
We'll find out.
Yarn chicken! Yay! Okay. I think we're at like 25 minutes or so. We're probably approaching.
It is 9:40 by my clock.
We would love to spend all day with y'all, definitely. But oh my gosh, after the day I had yesterday, I'm kind of expecting today to be insane. Like, Tuesday was hard enough to kind of get through the day and try to get through my to-do list, and I missed a few people. I already have 4 or 5 things on my to-do list that are not CasaPinka related, and yeah. So
about that. Run a yarn shop, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Yeah, you still have family who think when you're here, all you do is sit around and knit and crochet all day. And now that you can't come into the shop, you are like unemployed or furloughed or something. Yeah. And it's how
does that work that you're, you know, telecommuting from work? All you do is sit and crochet. And I was like, no. I told my husband last night, I'm like, 99% of my job is stickering and putting away yarn. 99% of my job is helping people pick colors. 99% of my job, like, it's, and only 1% of my job is knitting and crochet.
Well, no, I can still have you coordinate colors over the phone, which only works because you know our yarn like really well. Because even I'm noticing even teleconferencing with people, it's not true color. It's close, but like the iPhone tends to cool things off and maybe darken them. It's hard to tell. It depends on the light. But you know the colors. Like what we picked out yesterday, it's because you know them. Or like you can see in relation to each other, but you're still not seeing true color.
No. And like yesterday when we were picking out colors, it was, hey, no, you need the other one of these. Well, what other one of those? The other one, you know, the other one.
Silver.
It's hanging right
I don't
there.
have any gray left. No, in the other yarn. She knows my yarn better than I know it. I mean, and speaking of stickering, so remember it was probably last Thursday when we unboxed the cairns and showed off the pretty new colors? And I got them in the system, and they're still sitting next to me. You know, it's actually here.
Yeah.
on the chair you would be sitting in, and the tags are here. Yeah, it hasn't happened yet. But I'm only in the shop 2 days a week. There should be so much time to get it done.
I know. Yeah, there's gonna be a mountain of yarn for me to stick her when I come back to work.
Oh, it'll be like when we moved over here. It'll be like just mountains you could swim through.
Crap.
But we don't want that because that's not hygienic and encouraging of no germs clinging around anywhere. Good news is
I don't even look in the windows when I go to drop stuff off, like for our prisoner exchange at the shop. Yeah. I just don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Astrid was peering through the window while I was picking out yarn for her, and I'm like, you're seeing all the yarn that I'm swimming through on the floor right now. Oh God. Good news is at least there's toilet paper here. Like, I had some stuff mildly stockpiled by most standards, no. But you know, when you run a shop, you want to have a couple extra cases, like, or 4 packs of toilet paper for the public bathroom. And since nobody's here, at least I'm not about to run out of toilet paper in the shop. That's like it. I don't know. That's the only benefit of having the shop closed. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. It just means stocking back up when everybody starts opening back up.
Right? Because honestly, I might have to steal some of the rolls for home. Because Brian went to the grocery store yesterday and there wasn't anything there. And luckily, we have 2 boys and me in the house. And so it'll last longer than it would if we had more girls. But anyway, okay.
We ramble, and it is now
the Liz and Rebecca show. It has definitely been a half an hour now. So welcome to the true Liz and Rebecca show. If you come into the shop, we ramble
all day about yarn and other stupid stuff.
Stupid stuff, but mostly yarn. Like, I remember when we first started filming, we could get off the camera and still talk the whole day about stuff we were talking about on camera. So anyway.
We still do that?
I have CasaPinka kits to pack up for people and yarn to wind.
Yarn to wind.
I wound 14 skeins of yarn before going to the post office yesterday.
Wow.
Anyway. We love you. We miss you. We hope you are staying safe and staying sane. If you need help with that, come to our virtual knit nights Tuesdays and Fridays, 6 to 9 Eastern time. It's the code to join the Zoom meeting is our shop phone number, 828-877-3550. And
I finally know the shop phone number now.
So please, please reach out. Please connect with people. I find that's the best way to try to stay sane right now. And reach out to us. We'll respond if we can. I have people who are suddenly coming out of the woodwork wanting help with patterns, and they're patterns I've never heard of before. And I really want to help everybody, but oh my gosh, you've just heard how busy and crazy life is.
Yeah.
Sorry, post lady was just asking if I was okay, and I'm okay. She'll pick up for me if I have deliveries. So yeah, I lost my train of thought, but please, yes. It's like, I might not be able to help you with every pattern you're all working on. I wish I could clone myself. I'm doing prepaid Zoom lessons as I can. That sometimes is hard with how much energy and time I have to schedule. But thank you for wanting to help and wanting to reach out for help. I appreciate it. And we love you all, even if we can't get back to everybody. So, yeah. I'm going to be quiet now.
We love you. Okay. We miss you.
We do. We really miss you. We hope you all are good out there in the interwebs world. And I've hit one button, and I'm about to hit the other button so we can wave. Bye.
Bye.